Welcome back to the Morning Show here on Arise News.
When you own a business in sales, generating customers and increasing your brand awareness and market share can seem a daunting task. Our first guest, Kunle Fakeye, is the founder of FR Management, a company that specializes in sales training, customer service, team building, and staff personal development. Mr. Fakeye was born and raised in London and is a graduate of the Buckinghamshire University in London. Today, he'll be teaching us the fundamentals of sales. Mr. Fakeye, welcome to the Morning Show.
Thank you very much for having me today.
Yeah, good to see you. I mean, you've made sales pitches and won accounts of global companies like TalkTalk, Vodafone, Amazon, and the rest for us.
Yeah.
What would you say is the key element to winning a sales pitch?
Key element. I believe it's really about going back to basics. I believe especially when someone is starting in the sales world, sometimes they're forced to look at it a bit too complicated and complex, and they're in a rush to learn the techniques too quickly, missing out on the fundamentals, right? So I believe the fundamentals, first of all, are having the right mentality. So understanding that there's always going to be more no's than yeses. Always. No matter what I'm selling.
I always hear every no you get is closer to
one step closer to a yes, right?
Yes, yes.
It's logical, though, right? So if you go out with that mentality, when you hear the word no, you're not going to be surprised. So when I started in sales, I used to do door-to-door sales. So knocking on people's doors, selling them things they don't want to buy, right? Okay. So it's not the easiest job, right?
Classical salesman method.
Of course. So when I started to get consistent at it, I understood that there's a potential chance that 90% of my conversations are not going to go my way.
Right.
But I just need to be ready, have the right mindset for when those 10% of positive customers give me a chance to speak. Because if I allow the negatives to affect me, when I get to the positive customers, they're probably going to say no too.
Right. So it's not even just about allowing you to speak. There's also the aspect of closing the deal, correct?
Of course, of course.
Okay, can you share with us some of the steps that you...
Closing a sale. Okay, you've got to take a customer on a journey.
Yes.
That's the most important thing. So I break it down into the 5 steps of conversation. Okay? So step 1 is you have to have an introduction. That's introduce yourself, your name, what you're here for. And try and make that customer feel like a person, not just a number. Okay. Because when you're doing a lot of sales pitches, you get into autopilot sometimes, and you're just talking at people rather than with people. So that's very important. Introduce yourself, talk with that person, introduction. Maybe throw in an icebreaker to get to know them, a compliment or something, just to put them at ease. The second step is short story. So you've now built a little bit of a connection. The person that you're talking to needs to now know, why am I here?
Yes,
like, why are you talking to me, right? So that's the short story. You give them a brief insight. And in the short story, it's important to maybe to ask questions and listen to the answers. Because if you're smart, you're asking the customer questions that your product has solutions to. So as I said, take them on a journey, right? So you ask them a question and your product has the solution, which leads to your presentation. That's the body. That's when you become a seller. That's when you have to be at your most excited. That's when you throw in the exciting aspects of your product. Okay. But what I mean by that is don't vomit everything on them. Don't give them every single positive of your product at that stage. Okay. Because if there's an objection, how do you come back from it?
Right, you have to find a way to overcome those objections.
I like the point you made earlier about getting more no's than yeses and all that. I don't know whether you've read a play, one of my favorite texts from this author, Arthur Miller, Death of a Salesman.
I haven't. I definitely need to check it out.
It may be interesting. But the question I really want to ask you is about this rejection, about this no. Now, how do you handle rejections?
Okay, it's interesting you ask that, because the difference between human beings and, for example, billboards, TV adverts, radio adverts, is that we're emotional. Like you can't, have you ever changed the TV and the advert said, why are you changing the TV?
Yes, of course.
It's never happened, right? But if you're talking to someone face to face and you take rejection, some people take it to heart. Yeah. Right? But that's why mentality is so important. You've got to understand that it's not because this person, it's not because that this person doesn't like this product, that it's a bad product. It's just, it wasn't for this person, right? And if you have that mindset, you're a lot less likely to be desperate.
Okay.
Because what happens in sales, people become desperate when they hear a lot of no's, right?
Yes.
So let me give you an example. Let's say I wanted to date you, for example.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Just for example, right?
Oh, gee, you see?
Yeah.
Well, this is not a sales pitch.
Right? So let's say I wanted to date you, right? And you were the only person that I had an opportunity to date.
Okay.
You're the only one, right? There's no chance. If you say no, there's no chance, right? My approach to that situation will be different than if I had options, wouldn't it?
Okay, of course.
Right. So what will happen if I'm like, oh, I'm the best boyfriend ever. Give me a chance. I'm so desperate about it.
Okay.
Right. Then you're probably going to say no.
Yeah.
Because if I was such a good product, why are you forcing it down my throat?
Okay.
Right. But the reason I force it down your throat is because I've allowed the no's to affect me. But whereas if my approach to you was, if you say no, that doesn't mean I'm any less of a catch. You just haven't seen it yet. And I'm not waiting for you to validate me, right? I know I have a great product or I'm a great person, that people are going to buy into it. Yeah. I just need to make sure I don't let this no affect the person that was going to say yes.
Okay, so let's get practical now. Can you give us
that? Let me ask you.
Okay.
Is gender a factor?
I don't.
Salesmanship. Yeah, because in Nigeria, we see there have been allegations about certain categories of businesses exploiting the gender game.
I don't think gender really makes a difference. What I do think is women see certain things clearer than men see. I know it might sound controversial, but it's true. So like emotional intelligence. So, for example, let's say at an office place, someone needs time off work, right? A man could look at it I just need to speak to the manager, I need to speak to the manager. A lot of women analyze the situation. How does the manager feel? What type of call has he just got off? What type of attitude does he have right now before they approach him? So therefore, that conversation goes smoother. And in some men's mind, they believe that's because she's a woman, but she just paid attention to detail and used it to her advantage.
So gender is a factor. That's what he just said. You've just answered that.
I guess. That's what I'm saying. I guess you could say, not really. No. But it's up to people. It's up to us to look for those extra signs. Yeah. And that's what I've done. Yeah. And other men can do the same.
Because certain kinds of business in Nigeria, they prefer to have women, making sales pitches.
I guess
because, they think they will bring in more business.
I guess that's to the preference of the MD.
Yeah.
But I believe if the structure's right, you can teach anyone to do it.
Yeah. Oji, you were going to
I was. I wanted us to get practical. Can you give us a typical sales pitch?
Typical sales pitch. To be honest, I don't think there's any such thing as a typical sales.
Think about a product. Let's say you want to sell.
For example, I was selling telecoms.
Well, he gave you one earlier. He was trying to say if you wanted to date you, I will go about.
He didn't go with the pitch.
Maybe you use that.
Can I give you an example of one of my my door-to-door sales pitches,
yes,
right?
Let's do that.
So I'd knock on someone's door, icebreaker, hi there, nothing serious.
Yeah.
I'm not here to change your religion. Because a lot of people knock on the door.
So you always say nothing serious.
Nothing serious.
Okay.
Because immediately that puts their guard down, right? My name is Kunle Fakeye.
Okay.
I'm representing Talk. Have you heard of us before? Right? So rather than just keep talking, I'm now involving them into the conversation.
Okay.
People are more likely to pay attention if they're involved, right? So then they tell me what they know about the product. If they know about it, then I lead into my short story, then my presentation. So I ask them questions like, what phone provider do you work with?
You know what? I actually want to get practical with you. So try to sell me this pen. Let's see. Okay,
I'll be very, very simple.
Okay.
So how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. My name is Kunle.
Okay.
Your hair's looking very nice today, by the way. Did you get it done? Did you get it done just over the weekend?
No.
Okay. I'll be really, really quick. I can see that you have a problem right now.
Okay.
Because you're just looking at this blank sheet of paper, and you need to do something with it, right? So the best thing to do something with it is use a pen.
Wow. That is genius.
Before you go, I just have one last question for you.
Go for it.
What's the difference between sales marketing and branding? Okay. Or they're the same?
Okay, they're all linked with each other. But marketing is basically raising awareness, getting people excited about the positives of your product or service. Sales is when some form of transaction is being made, when you buy something, an idea, a product or service. Branding, again, I guess that links more into marketing because you're increasing your brand. Yeah. Like, for example, sales is a massive topic and I'd love to talk so much more about it. But you have to go to @the Nigerian Englishman if you want to check it out, or fmmanagement.com for more information. But at the end of the day, that's how sales works.
Yeah, right.
It's simple.
And you also do brand awareness, correct?
Brand awareness, yeah.
How difficult is that?
Well, I think everything is simple if you follow systems. It's not easy, but it's simple.
Yeah.
So if you put 100% focus on the simple systems, it then starts to become easier and easier and easier. And now we're in a day and age where companies are so much motivated by individual promotion,
that's what
right?
I thought, yeah.
So people need to capitalize on that.
Right.
So on your Instagram pages, anything you're doing, personalize it, add a bit of you into it, because people are buying into that in 2018 and beyond.
Well,
so capitalize on the current situation.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Last thing I want to say is plan, execute, deliver.
Thank you. This brings us to the end of the morning show today. Thank you for watching, and make sure you tune in same time tomorrow morning. Till then, goodbye.
Bye.